What's up, everybody? James Nguyen here with the Alpha Red comic channel. I am glad you are here. I hope that I got all the technical difficulties out. Let me turn down this microphone over here so it doesn't bother me and you can't hear it. Well, I am thankful that you are here. Did I say that my name is James Nguyen? And you are at the right place, the Alpha Red comic channel, and we are going to draw us a chunky monkey Batman, absolute Batman. That's why you're here. You're not really here for me. You're not really here to learn about independent comic book drawings, are you? You're here for absolute Batman. Are you here, Julie, for absolute Batman? Are you ready for this? We're gonna get right into it. I'm just gonna jump over to this thing right here. Does it work? I'm gonna try turn it on. Yeah, it's working out. Things are looking good, guys and ladies and Julie. Thank you for being the first one here. People usually join me in a little bit, but you are on time and I appreciate it. So we're gonna do this guy. I don't know if you've seen any preview stuff of this guy, but look at how big he is. Can you see? Yeah, you can see the mouse here. So he's like 7 foot tall. He's crazy tall. And I did actually go out to my comic book store and get me one of these ash cans. So I don't know how hard they were to get, but my comic shop is pretty good at getting some hard to get stuff. And if you hear me moving some stuff in the background, it's just me getting my drawing tablet up to my laptop here. Oh, I got some wires that are pulling, giving me a hard time. I guess I should have did this beforehand, but this is why we're here, and it's very inspiring. Hey, what's going on, Philip? Thank you for showing up. Yeah, the big Batman, chunky monkey Batman. So, I mean, I just from the get-go, from this very first image, I was in, and I didn't understand the hard time everybody was giving them about the big square insignia and how big and chunky he was. So I did scan in my is this my thing? I did scan in my ash can. So this is the ash can. If you don't want to see the ash can, it's the first 5 pages, no dialogue. But man, this thing is so action-packed. I can't wait. Look at that. That's like a mix between Joe Madureira and I don't know, and anime. I don't know. It's good stuff and lots of action. I don't know if you guys agree. Looks a little violent, but we'll see. We'll see. That's the colored version of that. But these are the images that kind of got me all worked up, and that is what inspired tonight's subject. And we're gonna go through. See, I don't know. I don't think this is the real colors. I don't know. I found these online, so it has to be true, right? It has to be true. So, but yeah, this is also a scan from the ash can. And this is something I found online. I guess this is where he screws this onto his bat signal on his chest, and then he pulls it out and it becomes a giant battle axe, and he's got to wield it against some guy with a big butcher knife. So this is Alfred. Alfred looks really cool. I don't know. And yeah, it doesn't look like Alfred. Like none of this looks like the real Batman, but I got to tell you, I'm curious and excited. This is Batman by Dan Mora, and you can actually get this cover that I'm going to be drawing. This is not the actual cover, obviously, but I use my a comic, the sketch cover for my comic that here you go that I have, in hopes that you would be so moved by the image that I draw on this thing that you would go to Etsy and pick this up. There's a link to the Etsy thing that you can buy. You can buy it right now. I just put it up there. It's $20, and that includes shipping. So get it before I draw it. Get it before I draw it. How cool is that? All right, we're just gonna jump in because this is how we do it. And I don't know what comes out of this, okay? Because it is I've never drawn him. obviously. And when I look to the side here, that's where my screen is. So because I don't really know what he looks like, and because I don't just want to draw the same poses that we've seen, we're gonna make some big circles and see how chunky we can make this guy and how cool we can do it. So if you're not familiar with me, I create a comic book called Alpha Red, and I'm going to be talking about the crowdfunder. This is what I do on my channel. I talk about creating independent comics. Alpha Red is an independent comic, and my journey of making independent comics is something that a lot of people ask me about. So here we go, right? And so when I started this YouTube channel in March, I would start off, and I was super intimidated by starting off with a blank slate for reasons just like this, because this is actually what goes on when you're drawing. So sometimes I just try to get something down that's out of my head at first, and if it looks too stiff and it's just uninspiring, then I open up a comic nearby, and whatever pose I see that strikes me, I'll convert it into the character that we see here. I just can't wait to draw his head real small and the rest of his body real big. So this is kind of part of the thought process. You want a dynamic pose to really kind of get that big square bat symbol that gets everybody triggered. And it looks like he wears like shorts, like black bike shorts. I don't know how old you guys are, but bike shorts used to be a thing when I was in high school. And I don't know if you have seen some of this stuff. Let me know if you've seen some of the previews of Absolute Batman. Let's talk about whether or not you're excited about it, or are you giving it the eye roll like some of the people that I hear online who hate on the bat symbol on his chest. What are we looking at? What do we think, guys? Big old arm. And should he be hunched over like this? Brooding cape hook thing over here? Or should his arm be back? Let me know, guys. Hey, what's going on, Ralph? Good to see you here, bro. Glad you can make this one. Glad you can make this one. Atradian Justice. If you guys have never heard of Atradian Justice, Ralph does a great job with his book, Atradian Justice. I don't know, where's it going to be sold, Ralph? On Starcross after you get it fulfilled, I assume. All right, so I'm looking over here for reference. He's got some shoulder pad things, and everything's like spiky on him. So it's like he's dangerous just standing there. All right, I got the big old square there. You got his bike shorts. Oh, he's got a lot of these pocket things. You don't want to miss the pocket things. And that's all we have room for because he's so chunky. We want to make sure that we use up every ounce of this page to really, kind of sell that he's huge, 7 foot tall. Starcross is where Atradian Justice is going to be sold. Issue 1 is already on Starcross Comics. So after this Drawstream, of course, you can make your way over to Starcross Comics. You can pick up Alpha Red #1. You won't get any of these sketch covers because sketch covers are just if you see me in person, I actually just use it as a way to promote Alpha Red by drawing cool pictures on it. But you can pick up a copy for yourself. Oh man, he is chunky. Look at that. All right. And how small can I make his head? So I'm running a Kickstarter starting next Monday, not this Monday, the 23rd, but the 30th at 8 p.m. And I'll be talking about it a lot here in the next week. So if you subscribe to the channel, and if you're not already subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would consider it after watching this Batman. But I'll be talking a lot about crowdfunding, what the rewards are. You can go right now to alpharedcomic.com, and that'll take you to my Kickstarter, and you can get notified when I launch it next week. So that is kind of one of the main reasons why I have this channel, is to bring attention to my main man, Alpha Red. Can't wait for issue number 6. I appreciate that. Ralph. So it's weird. His mouth thing is kind of small. All right. Just keep it not too far from how our man Nick Dragotta, who I've never heard of. Have you guys ever heard of Nick Dragotta? He's not on my radar, but man, he might be after this Batman stuff. You guys know out there what else Nick Dragotta has drawn? I'd be curious to see his non-mainstream stuff, because I'm told by interviews with Scott Snyder that he is an indie comic guy. All right, can I get away with a head this small? All right, here we go. Let's see. Looks like he's got some kind of, like, it feels like everything on this new bat suit is like weapon. It has some kind of weapon to it, like the ears. I don't know if you guys saw in the preview that I flipped through. Maybe we can flip through it again after a little bit here. But the ears come out. He grabs onto the ears and he pulls them out, and they become like the things, the batarang things that he throws. But they don't come back to him. Can I get a free comic? Comics. So the comic Alpha Red number 6 will. Here, let me jump over to this real quick, and I can show you a quick preview of what. Bam. So you can get a free comic. So I was thinking, I can't give out free comics, but I will be giving out free comics. So this is Alpha Red number 6, and you will be able to get a free Alpha Red number 6 when you pledge for any one of these 3 homage covers of Alpha Red number 6. So this is the one that I'm putting up on Kickstarter. This is the one I'm putting up on IndieGoGo. And this is the one I'm putting up on Fund My Comic. Let me see if that goes back. Oop. This is in a folder. This is in a fun folder. Jump over there, turn this off. But yes, Julie. Yes, issue 6 will be free if you pledge for the exclusive version for each platform. So I am going to try working all 3 platforms, all 3 crowdfunding platforms that independent comic creators typically use. And the reason why I'm doing all 3, it's not because I'm greedy. The money is not why. The money is nice because the money creates more Alpha Red. But to get it to new independent comic readers, you kind of have to go where they are, is what I'm being told. And where they are, they don't like to leave. So IndieGoGo backers will spend enough money on IndieGoGo that they don't typically go over to Kickstarter or Fund My Comic. And same with Kickstarter, people don't go to IndieGoGo or Fund My Comic. Now, Fund My Comic is a new one, so I do believe that most people who go to Fund My Comic are kind of spillovers from Kickstarter or IndieGoGo. So, but I want to support what Luke Stone is doing over on Fund My Comic. So I want to make sure that I have an offering over there as well. And so for each platform, what I'm doing is making a unique homage cover. And that is the special collectible version that you kind of overpay for to help me create the book, finish creating the book, and then publishing the book, printing the book. And then you also get a free issue of the regular cover so that you get it before everybody else, because I'm going to ask you to pay a little bit more for the limited edition version of Alpha Red number 6. And then, but I don't want you to miss out or have to pay for the second version, like the regular version, if you're inclined to want that as well. Excuse me. If you want that as well. So, all right. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Hey, what's going on, J. Scott? How's work, brother? Hopefully you had a good day off last week. Hopefully you made it through the whole Horseman Drawstream. And you are enjoying yourself at work tonight. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Philip, nope, gotcha. Can't wait for it. Yep, good. Yes, a free issue of Alpha Red number 6. I don't know if you caught that, J. Scott. This is how I'm running my next Kickstarter campaign, crowdfunder for Alpha Red number 6. I'll have it on all 3 platforms that indie creators typically use. And each platform will have its own exclusive cover. And if you are a completionist, if you are an Alpha Red super fan, and you say, I gotta have all the covers, I have a reward for free for the super fan. So I understand that I build in the shipping cost, because it'll be free shipping for folks in the U.S. and $15 shipping for anyone outside of the U.S. for my Kickstarter, because I hate going and hitting that button when you're supporting the creator, the book, and then you go from $25 to like $55 for shipping. Like, what in the world? So it's going to be free shipping. That cost will be included in there. And so if you're a collector, you got to have them all. You're like a Pokemon fan. You got to catch them all. All 3 exclusive covers. You will automatically get a free comic. It'll be a virgin cover. It'll be art centric. So it'll be just. So this is the regular edition. It won't have any of the trade dress. It'll just be this image, and then when you flip through, it will have all the artwork, pencil version, all 20 pages in pencil, and then all 20 pages in ink, and then all 20 pages in color, no words. So there'll be no lettering, no nothing. You can see the entire picture, and that is for the superfan who goes to all 3 sites and picks up all 3 versions of the exclusive number 6 cover. So you will be getting 3 regular versions then too. So you can give them out to friends, and it should be one that people can pick up, and it'll be a standalone kind of story. Of course, there's an underlying story, larger story, but this one can be enjoyed by itself. You don't have to pick up the previous 5 issues. But if you're new to Alpha Red, there are catch-up tiers, and that also includes the free issue of Alpha Red number 6. So you can pick up 1 through 5, and then number 6 will be free. Because that's how I do it. That's how it's done. Hopefully. Hopefully if I can get people to show up. Julie is a super fan. That's awesome, Julie. I can't wait. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm so happy with how it's turning out. I was hesitant to bring on a writer because I have been doing Alpha Red on my own since the beginning. I mean, I originally had a collaborator as we started, but then of course you have different visions of where it's going. And so we parted ways, and I had to retool the whole thing. So Alpha Red in its current iteration has been all me. And so I was hesitant to bring on a writer, and you'll see Ray here on the channel in the next week or 2. Hopefully he can join me for the launch stream. Ralph, I hope you're around. Maybe you can jump on the launch stream with me, and we can talk about Atreidian Justice, and we can talk about Starcross Comics. We can talk about your journey into the independent comic creation sphere, how it's been jumping on board with Starcross Comics, your experience with us, the guys. That bulletin board has been crazy busy. The behind the scenes of the creators of Starcross Comics. We have a forum, not a forum. What do you call it? A chat, a Facebook chat thing, and that thing is busy. And we got a couple new guys this year, including myself. I'm new to Starcross as of February, end of February, early March is when I brought all of the issues of Alpha Red over to Starcross. Just because it's lonely when you're doing the independent comic, and it's nice to have some people to kind of bounce ideas off of, and that's what Starcross is for me, for us. Superfan, thank you. It's always booming. Yes, that forum is always booming. Thank you, Julie, for being a super fan. You are awesome. I can't wait to show you guys. I can't wait. There's going to be some rewards that you can only get during the campaign, like the covers. The exclusive covers will be only available during this campaign, for each campaign on each site. So once the campaign is done, I close off the printing. So even if we hit it and there's only 25 people who ordered comics, those versions of those comics, 25 is all there will be in existence. And I will never use them as covers again. They will be numbered. And so that's why that I just wanted to create something special for folks who are a little bit more, because you understand that you're paying a little bit more to help out future issues of Alpha Red. I mean, this is not my full-time job. I don't know if some people think that, so they assume that, you have all this, you're making money off of it, and you don't. If you see in the preview, the things shoot out the knives, like they come out of his forearm, but they're like knives, and he does some damage. It's a pretty brutal book, and I'll show it again here. Maybe I'll point it the other way. Then I'm gonna take a snapshot, and then we're gonna go inks on this bad boy. Let's see what time it is. Oh yeah, we got time. We got time, even with me talking. We got time, brothers and sisters. So are you guys excited for this Batman, or do you think it's just them running out of ideas? Is all in the term all in that DC is using? Is this a bad omen for them? Like, they're pushing all their chips into the middle of the table. This is their last ditch effort before they sell it off in pieces and they farm out the IP, and may the best Skybound. Did I say Skybound? The best IP. The people with the most money will buy up that IP and make a profit. We'll try to make a profit. All right. So, like, the cape is not really a cape anymore. I don't know, chat. Is anybody a fan of Nick Dragotta? You know where it is? Batman is so up and down. I get you. I think it's because he's been around so long, Ralph, that all the good stories have already been told, I want to say. And so they tweak what they need to tweak to squeeze out another story, and it just kind of some hit and some don't. And the reason why I'm excited about this is because of Scott Snyder, and his Court of Owls was probably the last thing I remember loving about Batman. And even in the New 52, like I bought on with the retelling of his Story Zero, like Batman Zero, Year Zero, or whatever. I bought into it until they started messing with everything. They started doing events where I couldn't follow it just by picking up Batman. So I stopped picking up Batman, and I haven't been back since. Honestly, I've looked through Batman comics when through the metal and death metal. Death metal was a little too dark for me. Anyway, too gruesome. Even in the New 52, it started getting gruesome with Joker cutting his face off and stuff. It's just, for me, was a little much. But because of the memorberries with the Court of Owls, I am in on this one. All right, what do you guys think? Ready for some inks? I'm going to take a snapshot real quick. What is next week's drawing? What do you want it to be, Julie? What do you want it to be? I'm going to snap a picture here if you would indulge me. Just so that I have the pencil version documented. And then boop. Boop. Okay. All right, we're gonna go back. Okay. So next week's drawing. So this is what I do for the characters that I choose to draw. It used to be just like whatever was coming up this next week. That's why I did Ninja Turtles when Ninja Turtles had just come out. What else did I do? Well, Horseman. So I changed it up. Last week I did Horseman because I was so excited about Horseman, the pre-sale going out and the animation that they had, and I'm just inspired by what Rippaverse is doing, but it was also controversial. So my guess right now is if you stick to a somewhat controversial character, as long as it's not something that I find like terrible. I think I'll give it a try, and because really the point is to get attention on Alpha Red. And what do you guys think of that? Bam. I didn't know if his mouth was going to work or not, but I like it. I like it. I like it. So that is the goal, Julie, honestly. Jurassic Park. Is something happening with Jurassic Park, or is that just a favorite of yours? Now that you know my little strategy of trying to get more eyeballs, more eyeballs on Alpha Red. I hope it's okay that I reveal the strategy, being a little bit self-serving. As an independent creator, you're trying to get as many new eyeballs on your IP as possible because you believe in it. I believe in Alpha Red. I think everybody would enjoy it. If you already have Alpha Red, I hope you enjoy it so much that you share it with other people and you tell people all about it. But for those people who have never seen or heard of Alpha Red, they can discover him hopefully through these draw streams that I have. And as I talk about the character, and they see that I'm drawing it on a sketch cover, one of my sketch covers, which you can go over to Etsy and buy for $20, shipped to your house. That's included. The shipping is included. That they would be open to reading the first issue of Alpha Red. And then hopefully after reading the first issue, they will go and purchase the remaining 5 and now soon to be 6. Well, 5 remaining. 2 through 5 and 6. 5 currently, 6 soon. Very soon. Very soon. Great job so far. Thank you, Ralph. There's a new one coming out. Okay. All right. Are you a fan of all the Jurassic Parks, Julie? Or just the new stuff? I remember when that came out in the theaters. And that was such a big deal. And I didn't know why it was such a big deal. And then I went to see it, and it was a big deal. I couldn't believe the special effects. They were so good. I believe that they could be real. Like, I think a lot of people thought, yeah, now I can see how dinosaurs move, and it's not just the animation, like claymation, stop motion stuff. It was legit. I think everybody was just kind of losing their minds. So if you've been to the channel before, you know that sometimes through certain parts of the drawing, I hold my breath. And I talk about this a little bit, that you tend to hold your breath, because I swear if I don't hold my breath, it's not going to come out the way I want it to. Let's see. Yeah, Julie likes all of them, guys. Julie likes all of them. Thumbs up from Julie. Yeah, I haven't seen one that I don't like. I know they get kind of over the top a little bit sometimes, but I think it's to be expected. So I don't begrudge blockbusters for going a little bit past where they're supposed to go. Like, you can't believe that. Like, yeah, it's a movie. Okay, did you jump out of your seat? Then good. Mission accomplished. That's what it comes down to, I think. That's what I think. Yeah, maybe we can, we'll see about Jurassic Park. But yeah, that's how I came up with last week's subject, was because The Horseman had just released on for pre-sale. And for me, I was inspired. I have been inspired and am inspired by the Rippaverse. I don't think they're all the greatest comics in the world, but because he can drum up such excitement, I get FOMO, you know. At first I go, nope, I'm not going to do it, not going to do it. And then usually they break me down by the end of the campaign. I'm like, all right, I can't miss this one. And they're decent. They're good. I'm not going to sit here and defend them as the best thing ever or whatever. I'm not a Rippaverse apologist, but I buy them and I enjoy them. So there's that. Okay. I did not buy Yaira. I don't know, you guys pick up the Rippaverse stuff. I don't know how much you guys pay attention to indie comics and the indie sphere and all that drama with the Rippaverse versus Comicsgate. I like some Comicsgate guys, and I like Rippaverse. So, I mean, you can pick sides and you can pretend, well, not pretend, but you can miss out on a lot of really good stuff if you kind of dig your heels in the sand, and hey, it's your loss. Your loss. Now, I think it's just mostly jealousy, but some people have legitimate gripes. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, you're a hater if you're just mad because someone's successful. Celebrate success. Celebrate success for the independent man. Come on. How about it? I want Atreidian Justice to be number one. I want to see an Atreidian Justice movie. How about it, Ralph? I would not be jealous one bit. I would just, hopefully I'd be in the front row. Well, not front row, because that's, you hate me if you put me in the front row. Sitting right next to my brother Ralph at Atreidian Justice, the first movie trilogy. Come on. How are we looking so far, guys? How are we looking? Like I said, you can buy this right now over on Etsy for $20. That includes shipping. That includes shipping. It just gets Alpha Red into your house. That's my strategy. We got to do an Atreidian Justice and Red Alpha Red drawing. That's all right, bro. That's all right. Alpha Red. It's not the catchiest name in the world. Okay, I admit it. I can admit it. I'm partial to the name now because I've lived with it for so long. But that was also a strategic name. It wasn't inspired by like a bunch of, I didn't have reasons. Okay, I didn't have like a lot of reasons. Whoopsie. I wanted to break into the comic book industry. That is dry. Dead marker, guys. Luckily, we got more. That's the number 3. So I wanted to break into the comic book industry, and so did that original writer that I was collaborating with. And so we were just going to write a fun story, superhero story, because he wanted to write superhero comics and I wanted to draw superhero comics. And so we came up with Alpha Red. And the strategy behind that was that his name began with an A. We wanted something easy to remember. That was number one goal, easy to remember. Didn't want to get too fancy with the name. So Alpha, easy to remember, begins with an A, and red, because it's just a color, the most popular color. And red is not even my favorite color. It is now. I mean, it's getting there. I like red. Mainly because of Alpha Red. But I'm not a flashy guy, so red is not something I typically wear. But now that Alpha Red exists, I'll wear more red. What do we got? What do we got? I remember reaching out to you years ago about Alpha Red and how to get the book. Yep, I remember too, bro. That was like, it was a wake-up call, really, for me when people started reaching out and asking how they can get Alpha Red, and I had no good answer for them. And that is just poor planning. Because I didn't have money for a legit website that can collect money and that I could ship out. So I don't know if you remember. I'd say, just PayPal me, and then I'll send it to you. Not super professional. Hang on, I gotta go down and get it. How to get that cap, just in case it's not dry. I don't know why it's not working, but maybe it's not dry. We'll give that guy a second shot, second chance at life there. But yeah, that was a wake-up call, and then finally at the end of last year, I was able to not strategize. I can't keep using that same word. I kind of figured out that I could put him on Etsy. This was before Alpha Red was available on Starcross Comics. So he became available on Etsy, and that was the best alternative for me. And man, it started selling like gangbusters. Honestly, I couldn't believe how well he sold, just being up there, and for me to be able to point alpharedcomic.com to that site, and people would just buy it, and that was awesome. I have since pulled it off because it is now available on Starcross Comics. But yeah, that was funny that you remember that. I mean, I wonder how you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I don't remember. Do you remember how you discovered Alpha Red? That was before I had issue number 5. I was still in the trenches. The kids were still young. I had just started a new job, doing what I do now. And you reached out, and I was like, I don't know how you get it from me. Do you remember at the homeschool convention? Julie, I've met so many people. If I met you down at the Teach Them Diligently, I gotta tell you, I met the best people there. You guys were so encouraging, and that really kind of confirmed what I wanted to continue to do, and who I wanted to do it for. So I really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate you. I don't remember you specifically. I apologize. But if I met you down there, I just want to say thank you so much for making that such a great convention, and really confirmation, answer to prayer. Like, what direction do I go in? And here we are. I got 171 subs on the YouTubes, which felt impossible 2 or 3 months ago. I was like, I only got 30 couple. How do I get more subscribers? But thankfully met some really good people, and they said, just keep going, get on there and draw, and you'll be the last man standing, and your fans will come slowly but surely. Dreamer in DC Comics. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. What do you think of the new Batman? Are you a fan? Not specifically this drawing. You don't have to like this drawing. This is my first attempt. Obviously, he's not been around for very long, so I have not had the chance to do many other versions of him. But Dreamer in DC Comics, are you excited about the all-in stuff, or are you you checked out? Are you curious? Are you all in? Are you all in, Dreamer? Yeah, the backpack. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember, Julia. I apologize. Maybe when I go through the names, did you do the email? Did you drop an email in the on my email list, Julie? Maybe I can go through and try to remember the people who signed up for emails. And it was almost everybody, to be honest. It was such an amazing experience in Pigeon Forge. Amazing. I love the drawing, by the way. Thank you. Not really a big fan of Batman. I know Batman Day was yesterday, but I get you. And this was not coordinated with Batman Day. This was just really coordinated with the Batman, Absolute Batman, because that comes out October 9th, I think. And everybody seems to be talking about it. Scott Snyder was everywhere, and I'm just excited. I am excited for it. But yeah, I'm not a huge. I can't say that I'm not a huge Batman fan, because Batman is. I give Batman the benefit of the doubt. Even if it's mediocre, it's Batman, so I dig it. But I don't follow it around, to be honest with you. It's got to have some pretty good buzz, whether it be because of the artist, the writer, something, I've got to hear a lot of people talking about it. But the last really good Batman stuff that I remember really enjoying and really collecting was the Court of Owls. And I have those issues right next to me. I keep my comics right next to me. I don't have a whole lot of the old ones. I'm starting to pick up more and more new comics. And they're over there. Actually, I'm thinking about selling my new comics. I don't know if anybody would be interested in like remarked comics, and I would just sell them pretty much at retail. Like, I would sell them. I just want to read them. But I don't have a huge comic book budget. So I'd be willing to draw a picture on there. Like, I just read this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. But I just did a remark on it, and I would sell it for $5 or $10 plus shipping. So I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. I gotta figure out if it's worth it to pay the 20 cents to put it on Etsy to see if people would be willing to pick up something that I could pick up for $5, but they would pay $10 because I spent 15-20 minutes remarking it, and then they pay the shipping. But a discussion for another time. I'm thinking about it though, because I do want to read more comics, but I just don't have a huge comic book budget, because everything goes back into creating Alpha Red. Working on issue number 6. If you guys have not heard, I am starting a campaign for issue number 6 starting next Monday, September 30th. And I will be showing you the video that that I have put up on Kickstarter. And if you go to alpharedcomic.com, not right now, because you're watching, you're hanging out with me. But after this, you can go over to alpharedcomic.com and hit that notify me on launch button. And Kickstarter will let you know when I hit that launch button. There are a few limited rewards, like the cover to Alpha Red number 1. Let me see if I have it handy. If anybody's interested, this is the colored version. This is just came out of my printer. It's not the actual comic, but you get that black and white bad boy. I think I can actually reach it. So in the next 6 or 7 minutes here, as I close out, I will show you some of that. And let me see. Did anybody jump in? Do you play Injustice 3? If so, what character do you want? In the game? Personally, for me, I want to Dreamer in the game. So I don't play video games. I am no good. My hand-eye coordination was never any good. I thought that I could play it long enough and I would get better at it. And I found out that I don't have that superpower, honestly. I remember sitting there for 3 hours and I couldn't beat a level. It was Batman the movie or something like that, the video game. And I sat there for 3 hours and I said, surely if I play this long enough, I'm going to figure out how to jump down this thing and then jump across the wall and then throw the batarangs into the whatever's shooting at me. And I can make it. I can do it. 3 hours, never could get past that. My little brother comes up, beats it in like 30 seconds. I was like, I'm out. I'm done. Tapped out. When I had kids, I did buy, we got some hand-me-down systems, and they were just into the racing stuff. And so I jumped back in to do racing, and that was pretty much it. But I love watching the video games. I love watching guys who know what they're doing, and I can't believe how in-depth video games can get. You know, you can look through cabinets and you can do all kinds of stuff. I'm like, that's crazy. They hide stuff in there. It's no wonder people get addicted to it. I probably would too if I was any better, Dreamer. But no, sadly, I can only admire from afar people who can play video games well. Brother Man, thank you, Ralph. Thank you for signing up to be notified. So yeah, that's I'm building out the IndieGoGo site right now, and I might do a live stream just to show you some of the differences. It's slightly different, but because I just finished up doing the Kickstarter one, it feels easier. So I don't know if it's because IndieGoGo is slightly easier to do, or if I'm just used to it because I had just completed the Kickstarter. And I have never done Fund My Comic, so I'm hoping that that is similar to the other two. How do we look here, guys? Is he chunky enough? Is he chunky enough here? So what time do we got here? 8:55. We got time. We'll keep going here for another 2 minutes or so, 2 or 3 minutes. You'd be surprised at how far you can get on a drawing in 2 minutes. My wife will ring the dinner bell, and I'll be up here doing a little sketch. I can finish this. And then, of course, I get in trouble because I add stuff. Like, ooh, wouldn't it be cool if I added this? Wouldn't it be cool? I get in trouble all the time. I'm addicted to drawing. Well, guys, I think that we are going to draw to a close here. I'm going to show you some stuff with the campaign, with the Kickstarter, and hopefully you'll jump over to alpharedcomic.com right after this stream. And before I forget, if you haven't subscribed already, I would really, really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. They tell me the algorithms go all kinds of crazy if you hit the subscribe button. You hit the like button, and you guys are commenting like you're commenting. That's what they tell me. I have no way to prove it. So I just have to believe them. And I do. And I do. All right, guys. Let's I'll show you if you just joined me, because I did give you a sneak peek at the rewards, the campaign and stuff. So we'll jump into that, and then I'll leave you with the campaign video that nobody has seen yet. I'm gonna debut it right here, guys, and of course you'll be sick of it by the end of October, because I'll play it with every video, and then I'm gonna increase the number of videos I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be talking about this Alpha Red number 6 campaign until you're tired of hearing it, because somebody needs to hear it more than 20 times. They need to hear it many times. All right, we're just gonna get into it here. I am subscribed. Thank you, Julie. I have not tried Fortnite. Did I try Fortnite? There is somebody who does a Christian video game thing that they put on Fortnite, and I have seen it, and I want to say that I played it, I tried it, and confirmed that I stink at it. So here, we're just going to jump over, and I'm going to show you again here this, but we're going to jump through all of this. I don't know if you guys want to see this again. Here's the ash can that I bought from my comic book store. They did get this, the San Diego Comic-Con ash can thing here, and I was able to buy it, so I'm excited. This got me even more hyped. And this is the first page. Like I said, there's no words or colors in this, but man, did it get me excited. This is where he pulls the his ears out and he throws it like crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on with the cape thing here, but that's crazy. And like the knife thing, the knives come out of his forearm. I don't know how that works, but that's that. And then he takes the knives back, puts them back in his ears. He's ready to go again. But that is the Batman stuff. And here comes the Alpha Red number 6 campaign stuff. This is the cover, guys, for Alpha Red number 6. This is the regular cover, but for the campaign, have you seen Dude Perfect? I know what Dude Perfect is. I don't watch it as often anymore, but I was binging Dude Perfect for a long time. But here it is. So the crowdfunder starts on September 30th, and for IndieGoGo, we have the homage cover. I use Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, for that IndieGoGo exclusive. Kickstarter gets the New Mutants 98. That's the first appearance of Deadpool. And then on Fund My Comic, I'm going to have the Iron Man number 150 anniversary issue. And if you go to all 3 sites and you order each of those, you get a special cover. I don't have it here, but it'll be all these images without any words, and some of them will have just be black and white. Like, you'll get inks of this, and one without all the words. This is the Kickstarter cover. This one, if it goes, is the IndieGoGo cover, and this last one, give you a close up of this. And in the real one, this is Iron Man over here, and then this is Doctor Doom over here. So this is great timing for Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom. And then we're back to that. Let me jump back over here, turn this off. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna hit that video for you guys to see, and hopefully I have it turned up that you can hear it, and then it'll go right into the outro. But I really appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with me on a Sunday. I know there's awesome things on YouTube, and you got stuck with me, so I really appreciate it. And we will see you next week. What will I be drawing? Maybe some Jurassic Park, maybe something else. Hopefully it'll be something, maybe. Hey, I'm not gonna say no. All right, so until next time, grace, peace. And go.
After the explosive conclusion of Alpha Red Comics #5 comes a bold new chapter in the hero's story. Having barely saved the world from Satan's army of robotic warriors, Wes, aka Alpha Red, hoped he was going to take some time off to recover and reflect on the path life is leading him down. But the time for reflection is short-lived when Alpha Red is called into action by a Supermax prison breakout. The supervillain, Dr. Disastro, has re-emerged and is enacting a plan to destroy the world by harnessing catastrophic weather events. Our champion is forced to jump right back into the fight, but will he perish in the face of this villain's master plan to turn the weather itself into a weapon? And what sinister hand is lurking behind this scheme? Find out in Alpha Red Comics #6, A Recipe for Disastro. This issue guest stars Alpha Red's new gunslinging guardian angel, Wingman. The new dynamic duo will have to brave the storm as they discover what makes A Recipe for Disastro.
With courage in his heart, a beacon of hope, he's ready to start. With faith as his armor and a fire in his soul, Alpha Red stands tall, fulfilling his role. Alpha Red, the hero we need, with the power of faith, he'll always succeed. Fighting darkness, he'll never dread, for the world is safe with Alpha Red. Red. In a world full of chaos, where evil may lurk, he fights for the righteous, his mission and work. Guided by God, with strength from above, he battles the darkness with unyielding love. Alpha Red, the hero we need, with the power of faith, he'll always succeed. Fighting darkness, he'll never dread, for the world is safe with Alpha Red. Alpha Red. When the night seems too long and hope seems so far, look to the skies, you'll see his bright star. With a prayer and a promise, he faces the fight. Alpha Red shines through, the beacon of light. Alpha Red, the hero we need, with the power of faith, he'll always succeed. Fighting darkness, he'll never dread, for the world is safe with Alpha Red. So stand tall with courage, let your faith lead the way. With Alpha Red beside us, we'll see a brighter day. For evil may tremble, but never forget, the world is protected by our hero, Alpha Red. Alpha Red.